is going to pick up that core key. It's a bit of a self-counter pick when it comes to it, because the Lucian can win out that laning phase, but we have ourselves up, full compositions in now. I think WE have much more engaged tools. They have a Leota, they have a Sivani, they have a cannon flank.
Sorry. Oh man, that is such a hard name for me to say, apparently.
Yanxiang,
thank you. Yanxiang. You can see how slower he is on the camp. He's on his red right now, and Hacker has finished all of his camps and is now just looking for a potential gank or invade angle as Nickit stepping up. Level 3 does get hit by WE. Abel not finding himself caught out. Mark has to blow the flash here. Hacker just keeping the pressure on, and that should just be it. First blood to Doggo.
I mean, you just walked up to see Hacker taking his Gromp.
He's probably okay for Abel just to try and break away from that. Not entirely sure what I was seeing there. Looks like there's a potential gank angle coming in onto Yukai, but there are a bunch of people in the area. The interrupt the Valkyrie, that should just be it. The lockdown is coming in, the permafrost connects, and a kill goes over to WE. Mark now just making his way out. A little unfortunate for them. Hacker, though, will be starting up this Mountain Dragon. He's going to be able to pick this one up very quickly with Zyra, and then head over towards those grubs. They've still got plenty of time to do this. They've got the pressure in their bot lane. This could be a very, very oppressive start coming in from the Zyra, and this is why these AP junglers are so heavily picked. They clear faster than anyone else in the game, Zyra especially so, and it means you can pull off ganks. It means you can pull off objectives while the other jungler is just trying to keep pace. I mean, look at Hacker. He's done the dragon, he's going for his second gank, and he's still a camp up.
Yeah, and you can just keep doing this.
It's rough.
Yeah, it's so easy to play this style of champion when it comes to your options. And the other thing with AP junglers compared to a Lee Sin or a Shinsa, which you saw an awful lot of recently, I think that it was better to drop a camp to get a gank on those champions. With the AP junglers, it isn't always the case. In fact, I think it's normally quite a good thing to just go for your camps anyway, because getting yourself farm on an AP jungler is a win condition. Now we're getting ourselves another reset out of this bot lane. Doggo going towards the top side. It's not going to be in time to contest for all of these grubs, so it feels like a bit of a late rotation. Both bot lanes now on the move. Doggo used that wall ride to get through a little quicker. It's almost a semi-global. They won't be able to contest all of these grubs. 2 will be gone.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to stop these from going down. I actually think with the fact that they don't have that Corki pressure, they may just have to give up all of them, as Wayward, getting jumped onto, has to burn the flash.
You can see the Ultra Prime. They are sticking around. They've stopped the recall again as Wayward is laning with Mark under the turret.
Yeah, they're going in for the immediate hook. The Slicing Maelstrom comes out. Doggo finds himself caught, but there is the ultimate from the Zyra. That's one already picked up by Doggo. Do you see Fofo roaming over? Hacker comes in for the flash. The Culling comes out, and Nickit is just going to eat the vast majority of this. They catch the roots as well onto Fofo, who flashes forward, looking for Nickit, able to secure himself the kill. Yukai able to just about break away from that one on the two-shot barrage.
One of the important gains in the group stage as well was because of Doggo's mispositioning in key moments. Now he has the gold. Those mispositions weigh even harder, so need to keep an eye on Doggo to see if he can kind of make use of this advantage.
Looks like WE just going to be able to get themselves a whole bunch of grubs here. 4 already picked up for them. They are going to trade it out for the second dragon, so Ultra Prime do have a dragon soul condition getting closer and closer for them, but the 6 grubs gives an immediate power spike over to the side of WE, and off the back of this, Plate should go over. The gold lead should try and extend somewhat off the back of that. And
6 grubs plus that Herald. Very, very powerful, so Ultra Prime will not want to be giving that one up. Now, Ultra Prime, they want to play around these big team fights, wait for Hacker and Nickit to get themselves that big CC. They have to walk into a contested river, though, against a cannon who sat out of vision. Teleport in from the flank from Qingtian. Let's see what he can do.
Let's see if they're going to be able to pull it off. Oh, the Crocodile will get spotted out by this pink ward. Remember, Doggo, most of the gold is sitting on him. There's the ultimate pop by Qingtian, just trying to get himself onto the back. The Slicing Maelstrom actually does kick a connection onto just the one. Ult gets popped by Doggo. Kill already goes over to the side of WE, and somehow they answer back out with the Ignite, a 1-for-1. The Herald secured as well. Ultra Prime ultimately going to be happy with that one.
Yeah, I mean, I thought they could have got more kills, but the fact that they get one back after WE managed to get so much poke onto them before that fight, and they also get the Herald will really help them. They are going to lose a lot of HP on the side. They might even lose the whole thing. Hacker's got to get here quickly. They lose the entire mid turret because their retreat from that Herald doesn't get them back towards that mid lane in time.
Valuable for someone like a Zeri to get a Cloud Soul. Keeps her hyper mobile and even harder to pin down.
So once again, engage.
Catch onto the Zyra. They get themselves everything down. The Slicing Maelstrom does connect, and that's going to be one for Fofo already. trying to put some pressure onto the rest of the team. Doggo able to avoid and evade a lot of this damage, and this time Mark doesn't go down. He's not answered out for...
This time there's no ignites! This time there's no ignites, so now it's on cooldown. So he does end up going down to that bird, and WE, they are realizing that they need to control the objective area before Ultra Prime get into the river. If they're there first, they can sit out a fog of war, they can look for a big engagement with Sejuani, they can look for a big pickoff, and they managed to get themselves an important flash out of Hacker, and they also managed to get themselves a kill. Slow startup for Ultra Prime, who didn't get to the objective in time, and they're engaged onto a little too easily. Ultra Prime, they're going to walk back out onto the map. Hacker is still pretty strong, even though he's evenish in gold, and they're going to get themselves a sideline turret onto Yukai. Herald finally summoned up in this mid lane.
We saw from up in a team fight was that one at the Herald where they had to flank with a Renekton, and that was a wide flank. He popped the ultimate in advance. And it's just a lot harder for Ultra Prime to have control, and like you said, if W are first on the objective, first on the vision...
right, that's not going to help Ultra Prime get towards this bot river, and indeed it won't. They just completely lose it. They get some top lane gold instead. So Ultra Prime say, oh, okay, right, let's give up on this sole win condition for now. Their objective setup has been not great in recent weeks. I think it's been one of the biggest flaws of their play. Their objective setup has been a little slow, a little ineffective, so WE now taking 2 dragons off the back of things. It's going to even up the dragon's score. Ultra Prime do get some gold for that at least, though. They get some gold onto Yukai to get himself even more items. Though both the Muramanas in the game have transformed now at this point. They have a lot of damage.
They're coming in. They're going to catch immediately onto Nika, and he is just obliterated. Abel secures the kill. The rest of the team, though, are able to limp away.
Whenever he has it, it's been blown very, very easily into this game so far, and it does mean that they can't position as aggressively onto objectives. They back off for the Baron. W started.
Yeah, Baron's going to get started up, and it is going down very quickly. Niket will spot out that this is going on. Hacker makes his way over, but I just think they're a little bit too slow to the play. They're going to try and turn on Mark and see if they can just win the fight off the back of it. Mark going incredibly low. Depth charge hits onto Wayward. They do connect on to Xinjiang just to lock him in place. Hook makes his connection onto Yangxiang as well, and Doggo should be able to secure that one. Nope, it's a double kill for Yokai. Taking that one away from his ADC, but they're Corki very much online, and they trade Baron for 2 kills. They're going to be able to take this mid tower as well. Can they pressure for more is the real question.
Well, I think they've already gotten a hell of a lot out of this. Anything more they get just adds insult to injury towards this Baron take. Abel has a lot of damage on his own items. We're getting a mid lane inner turret as well. Oh. You know what? I think at this point the trade favors Ultra Prime. Need to see if WE can make up some map pressure beyond this point.
Using this Baron on the top side, just going to try and crack this tier 2 on the top. As Xinjiang, he hasn't got Baron, but he's out shoving right now. He was there first. He gets the pressure.
He doesn't have any grubs either.
Tower. They're trading tower for tower. Ultimately, I actually think Ultra Prime is just making really good trades across the map versus the team with Baron.
Dragon now spawned. Ultra Prime find themselves to an objective first. Now, Baron is still up from WE. WE, the reason that Ultra Prime are the first of the objective is because they've chosen to push instead. They're going to get themselves at least this mid lane turret. They might also get themselves the inhibitor turret as well. They have 6 grubs. They have that Baron buff. They take down towers very, very quickly.
Yeah, but so far it's only a plus 200 Baron power play over to the side of Ultra Prime. They are definitely struggling a little bit on that one. They are trying to finish this tower up, and with the 6 grub dot able to do so, Ultra Prime hold the inhibitor most crucially. It looks like we are thinking about turning for an engage
squad. I think that he's done a good job of slotting into a roster in a way which I didn't necessarily expect. He might go again right now.
Oh. Hacker's able to avoid getting caught out there. Hook comes in from Nicket though. They do actually throw down the solar flare. Stranglethorns come out as an answer. There's Changjian on the flank. Massive slicing maelstrom from Hayward, but he's not going to be able to survive. Up have been turning this fight around. WE are left limping away. Fofo, relatively strong right now, but he is the only damage dealer up and available. Niket trying to put the damage in, but Yukai comes over the wall.
Oh.
The hook makes the connection, and Yukai secures the kill.
Ultra Prime turned it around after WE over push, and suddenly Ultra Prime, they are now in numbers in the enemy base. They'll, even without grubs, take down at least 1 turret. There's 10 seconds on Abel. They shouldn't be able to do anything more than get the inhibitor, but a huge breakout play from Ultra Prime. This series so important for them. We're at 1 and 3. Another lost series will put them into...
Unfortunately, WE are going to look to start the Baron up, but Ultra Prime Prime are going to be able to move over pretty quickly. The Crocodile's already in the area to play Disruption. Ultimate available to him as well. Baron's half HP though, so Ultra Prime have to make a decision. Are they going to go for the steal or the kills? Hacker making his way over, throws down the plants, and they're actually going to force them off. This Baron's low. Hacker gets caught. That's the opening they need. They instantly look for the kill, but he's able to survive. Baron secured by the side of WE. Are they going to be able to get away? The zap comes out from Doggo, but that is all they can do. Inhibitor for inhibitor here. As Baron's going to get taken very quickly. Ultra Prime secure themselves the soul in this first game of the series. Can they defend their base, though, with that soul? Resets coming in. Inhibitor gets traded out. The waves aren't really there for WE, so they have to kind of just back off and look to try and even get the side lanes pushing. Really hard to catch. Words are hard, apparently. Very hard to catch. Slippery champion.
You know, that's one bad enough thing. Also, their primary target in Hacker, just getting the permanent move speed up. For an immobile champion, that's really important. Particularly when you're in games where you have something like an AP jungle which does so much damage. You don't need the extra damage, you need a way to survive. Yangsheng's out of vision. Now he's not, he's on sweeper. Now we might see ourselves another one of these big fights.
Let's say he's going to be able to find the opening onto the Renekton, but he has the ultimate available. Hacker now got the ult burning away, and he is just melting through health bars. Wayward jumps in, doesn't really get much of a lockdown now, as Hacker secures one kill. Fofo incredibly low. Doggo just going in for the tidy up. Mark can't do anything. A double kill goes over to Yokai. Hacker trying to find the lockdown, gets the Zhonya's off, and in comes Doggo. Down goes Abel. Ultra Prime take everybody but one out. And they are not done yet. Yang Jiang just trying to break away, but he's not going to be able to do so. Ultra Prime inside the base. They find that ace. They find everything they need. Towers will crumble to this team. Ultra Prime go one up in the series.
Ultra Prime are not done just yet.
They want to be engaged onto and then turn the engage with the Stranglethorns with the hostile takeover and just the Corki Callista damage between the pair of them.
When you share XP between teammates, you get slightly more XP. So now what that means is that Wayward, though he's level 1, he can try and soak up this wave. Qingtian's going to soak up that W and try and make sure that he can get some damage reduction, but he does it too early, loses the mind game. Now he has no damage reduction, he'll die for free.
The Ignite. That might be him in a little bit of danger. Goes in for the flash. They're trying to keep the damage on. Abel's taking tower shots. He goes down. 3 versus 1. I'll take that.
Somehow, they walk away with an insanely powerful early game when it was WE which initiated this lane swap and fumbled it.
Doggo already upgrading his boots as well. Means he's getting
no
so
flash.
many. Mark's going to have to go away, but no flash available. They're stacking it up. Doggo secures himself the kill. I mean, Ultra Prime. What's up, dog? He's absolutely taking them out.
I mean, yeah. WE, they just really overbowled in that bot side. And I thought the saying was meant to be X marks the spot. It's now X marks the mark as he goes down again for one of these bot lane kills. Hacker forced to flash out.
Maybe a little greedy there by Hacker. But Doggo and Nickit are just going to get themselves in the bush. This is really brutal. Once again, a wave just being zoned off. They're losing more and more farm as they
one outplay, which is so important because it's destabilized the rest of the map. And it means that WE was slow towards this bot side, slow to pick up the XP. And if you give a slight advantage over to a duo that are already killing you from even, it gets worse from there. You are going to get some top side camps available for Yangxian. He's going to get himself those grubs. He's fine with that. But the fact that they have to just leave well alone this bot lane is not what they would have liked from this early game.
Yeah, and again, another wave crashes, another wave lost to Abel. Doggo going to proxy this, make sure the wave goes down as much as possible. Should actually be able to finish this tower up with plates as well.
We should become surfing commentators the way we're watching these waves. I feel like that'd be a good use of our time. You know, I'm just going to sit here, go through the sets, see how they ride the curl.
I mean, this is a leisurely wave of waves coming in as now we're seeing Cheng Xiang trying to survive this one versus 4.
Wipe out!
I mean, that's not gonna happen. That's never gonna happen. But he did his work. But he's not in lane versus Doggo. Now Ultra Prime sending multiple people up towards the top side. We could see a potential dive coming in from this one as
you have the bailout. You have a lot of power here. Fofo's coming, but I think he might be late.
Oh, the Stranglethorn combo with the hostile takeover. 2 kills goes the Yokai immediately. Nickit actually flushes the wall. Doggo comes over as well. Fofo taking so much damage as they secure a triple kill onto their Corki. You thought the Kalista was a problem. Now the Corki's a problem too. Gold up at 12 minutes. You got 1,000 gold lead in your mid lane as well. It is an 800 gold differential on the bottom side, but I mean, it's a Cassante. He's going to be okay. He is about to be un-okay, though, because 3 people are coming down towards him. Does have that all-out. Doesn't have the flash. Actually, 4's coming in. Can he do anything here? He can't do anything. Trying to press the buttons. Gets the knockback on the multiple members. Forces the flash. The Brand goes down. No way! 1 versus 4.
He does it again, the 1v4 outplay. Qingtian does it at level 1, he does it again at level 9, and WE are left wondering where it all went wrong. It went wrong as soon as they went towards that Cassante, and it continues to get worse as they focus onto him. Again, yes, Wayward is up 1,000 gold, but I'm just going to say it, he's behind in the moral victories. Qingtian has been... let's take a moment to talk about Qingtian. Qingtian was, for large periods of summer, maybe the worst player in his role in top lane, because when he would be put behind, he would fall into a black hole of pressure, and he would fall out a huge amount of gold. I think that Qingtian has put in an awful lot of legwork over the last week particularly, and over the Rumble stage, to be a player who is much more safe from behind and who is getting team fight value.
It might be a 15 play set. They got 30 seconds, they're doing that. Oh, this is rough. A flash did come out there from Nickit as he tried to give the handshake. Didn't quite make the mark. As just going to head over towards the Dragon now off the back of that one. Hacker, actually, he's just soloing that, so nice and easy. And Ultra Prime, it was closer in the last game. This game is very, very one-sided so far to them. And we thought this was a very WE-favored series.
This point the team has ever seen. Yokai's caught out in bot lane. I don't even know if he has mana for his Valkyrie. He's got a flash. He'll have to use it soon.
There's the flash, there's the Stranglethorns, there's the return damage onto Mark. He is sent packing and the rest of Ultra Prime are on the way up. This could get really nasty really quickly. Qingtian has the all-out available to him. They do get the lockdown onto multiple members. They do get a Brando off in response though, but the hostile takeover by so much space. Doggo finally goes down and Fofo gets the shutdown in his pocket.
Can happen. Herald going over is going to accelerate. I mean, most of the time when we see a Herald go over, we talk about, oh, we can break open the mid lane outer. What? They're out of inner turrets to break. The outer turrets to break. They've got to go to the inner ones now. They're all so far ahead of the game. Use this Herald wherever the heck they want. They don't have the 6 grubs, which means that it's a little hard to kill some of those turrets. We have the bailout. We're so far ahead of the game. I don't need to go towards that defensive item with the Celestial opposition and be the first one into the fray like that. I'm going to be getting into position for those kill combos more easily. Here comes the teleport. Let's see if that skill combo comes through now.
Ultra Prime a little slow on their teleport, but Wayward gets handshakes backwards. The Stranglethorn connects onto Mark. Mark knocked up. They get himself the all-out as well. Mark on the run, but he has nowhere to go. Bopped back. And that's the second kill picked up. But oh, wow, the brand damage is huge. Hacker's eating all of it. Doggo walked it in and almost got his jungle killed. Bad positioning there by Ultra Prime, and they may get punished heavily for this. Nickit has the bailout. They do have that hostile takeover. Re-teleport coming back in. This has to be really, really well played by Ultra Prime. It looks like they'll be able to get out. You can see Doggo with the empowered recall from that Herald from earlier.
See why he was brought up to this roster. His combo there, forcing Ultra Prime to very slowly retreat, means that even though the start of that fight went very poorly for them, it was not a good redacted teleport. Is on the flank, and you could look for a flash with his rage bar potentially being stacked up with that ult.
Yeah, Doggo's not there either though, so it definitely looks like Ultra Prime are just looking to move away. This will buy them that tier 2 on the top side though, so big injection of gold should go into Doggo's pocket off the back of that one. 2,000 gold up over Abel, and now Ultra Prime just turning their attention towards this tower. Demolish pot goes down, and we are 19 minutes into the game, and every outer tower for WE has fallen.
Yeah, there's nothing outside their base. They have everything outside of that thin wall to the base surrounding that Nexus. Oh. Now, though, so yeah, they're calling the bluff. They're saying, okay, Dragon spawned, you're on reset. But the thing is, Ultra Prime, they had themselves easy enough resets. They can delay this. They should see this going down. Guys, you need to check the Baron, though. Guys, this is still going down. They need to check.
Yeah, they still haven't been able to check it. It looks like Ultra Prime just completely unaware that this is going down. They're going to see Wayward incredibly low. He breaks away. Baron secured.
Guys?
Ultra Prime just kind of slept on that one. And That's all she wrote for that. WE.
The topside jungle and pushing out mid lane so they can get themselves safe resets for Doggo. Maybe they overforced onto Doggo's reset to get that third item because it left them just not in a great position to check that Baron, but they still should have been able to walk up there. Niket could walk up completely fine.
Baron, they've not been able to crack this tower. It's low, but they haven't been able to crack it. Wayward somewhat struggling here as Niket gets the handshake off, gets called back by the Fate's Call, jumps in, throws down the ultimate, goes a little bit wide. Mark's eating a lot of damage from Doggo. Doggo's able to get it. They're chasing him forwards. They get the knock back in. There's going to be the steal. Abel's taken out. And up find themselves two. They may look for a little bit more as Yokai, with those home guards, is pressing forwards. There's a crocodile on the bot lane, though, who has to be dealt with. They may just base race here.
Yeah, Yokai assassinated Yangshe at the start of the place. There's 3 down. Without the brand, I don't think you can do anything. With so many people dead and with such a powerful Kalista, you should be able to shred through this. So I think Ultra Prime, just as they ended up losing that Baron and losing a bit of control in this game, the Wrecking Ball swings back to life. Wayward looking to wave clear.
Yeah, he's just going to try and clear out the wave. Is able to successfully buy time for this game. Almost takes Hacker out with him. But ultimately does sacrifice his life, and that should just be the dragon secured for the enemy team.
Ren stacks.
The Wayward's dominance is about to wear out. There's going to be the Ren stacks. There's going to be the soul secured for the side of Ultra Prime, and 2 major ultimates burn. Wayward, he's just about to lose it. Not really too much they can do. They dodge the Pillar of Flame as well. There's a massive wave bot lane. Ultra Prime could just move over towards that, and that's exactly going to be their game plan.
The Baron for the game. That'll be a classic trade. WE, all the same, they're not going to be quick enough on their recalls to even defend themselves at an inhibitor. And now suddenly with super minions coming in through mid lane and a huge wave in bot lane, WE, they need to find a fight. The culling's going to help, but it's not going to help as much because Qingtian tanks that one up. WE lose themselves an inhibitor, and they lose themselves the soul.
Making sure the Cassante rejoins into the fray. He's going to try and chase forward. Does get caught by the Brand Q. Is going to get caught by the Zenith Blade as well. But he just steals Mark underneath the tower. And that's another kill in the pocket of Doggo. Abel trying to dash away, is able to do so. Suddenly, Wayward finds Niket, but Niket is quite comfortably keeping the pressure up. Hacker flashes forward, puts down the Stranglethorns. The slows are there. In comes the Pokeball. Niket jumps forward, gets the ultimate onto 2, but trades out. Abel's able to get 1. He may live for a second. Wayward slices and dices forwards for the kill. But Yokai, he has the damage. He has the power to push forward and take down the members standing in front of him.
From way, but it's all down. And sadly for the side of WE, even with that opening shown for that Kalista going down, they can't walk away with the fight. All that burden for his team to succeed. I think that regardless of what happens in the rest of the game, Qingtian for me has been the MVP for Ultra Prime, considering how much he struggled in the summer. It's great to see the growth from him as a player. He had a difficult year in 2023 on top esports. He came onto Ultra Prime, a team with low expectations, and in this game at least, he has shown a lot of growth and a lot of potential here for Ultra Prime to work around.
Yeah, it has been a massive improvement from him, and he played this game super well. Inhibitors are crumbling here. The Baron from Ultra Prime probably just being the final nail in the coffin for the side of WE is Wayward just making his way out. They catch 2 with the hostile takeover as well. Does look like Abel's trying to do his best to save, but he flashes forward, gets himself the steal as well. Double kill, picked up onto Cassante, knocked back into the pocket of Yokai. He secures himself a double kill, and that is it. Ultra Prime 2-0 WE.
Problem is now for FPX, you're against the Nidalee, which is very good at pinning down someone like that Lilia in the first clear. You've got the Tristana, which is likely to get pushed in that mid lane too. They're very different champions. They are champions which scale weirdly in the game, because they don't lose damage as the game goes on, but they get more difficult to play. Scout has jump, will be able to buffer out.
Good flash, Ignite comes in, Cares putting damage in. He can't finish it up. The Ignite tick from Life secures the kill.
Onto Doc Dam. Milky Way goes towards the top side of the map, gets himself probably all 3 of these grubs. The Scout, good sidestep on one of those rockets. Not onto the Foss Bomb though, and not onto that second rocket, losing that trade heavily. Spear landing.
They're not going to go for it. I think it would be a little dangerous to jump him there. And LNG, they were very slow on the play for this dragon. You see, ZDZ actually popped the ultimate just to give information for his team. He's actually not going to come over and join, but FPX do know what's going on. Life flashes over the wall, tries to jump in. Milky Way's going to be able to secure that dragon for his team, as FPX have been forced back. My stream froze for a brief second there, but it looks like they're able to get away. Oh, that was scary.
Alright, he's slightly ahead of Care. Because of that, he also has a Cull.
Oh, no.
Ignited.
That's Hung in a lot of danger, but he's able to break away. The Ignite will not finish him up. Did have to burn the heal. Yeah, he's just going to eat that, but it's not really going to matter as LNG have now rotated over. So that's going to be ultimate coming out. They do get the solar flare down. Weiwei finds himself caught immediately. Gold card not really going to hit anyone as ZDZ goes down. They trade out 1-for-1 so far. Scout keeping the pressure up. In comes the flank from Zucker. Milky Way gets himself the Q down, gets 3 people marked, and they're all going for a quick snooze. This fight might get brutal right now for LNG, as that's going to be Dokden securing himself the kill as well. LNG.
Onto ZDZ as he gets into the backline. Gala gets himself good amount of damage through there, but Milky Way Swirl Seed ends up bringing it back in favor of FPX. They're going to get themselves 6 grubs now. And LNG in this early game are really being taken to task. Weiwei, sadly for him on the Nidalee front line, the fact that the carries have to back off means that they get themselves an extra kill there. So Milky Way starting things off strong, and we love to see that.
Giving the pressure up onto ZDZ, though. Swellseek comes in, hit by the bowling ball, and now Life flashes forwards. Way goes down. ZDZ secures the kill. Zucker now just trying to make a break for it as the Swellseek gets a little bit wide. Solar Flare flashed out as well, but in comes the Misfortune, slowing them down with the Make It Rain, missing on the Zenith blade there from Life. And that tower going down to K. He's got 6 grubs in his pocket. He's been able to pick this one up nice and easily, so we're going to see just the race for first tower here between the 2 teams. But, I mean, it's 2 versus 1, but it's the grubs in K's pocket. So he is melting through that objective. And I don't think LNG are going to be able to win this fight. They've not even got through that next plate yet. Plates will now fall off any second. And actually, it looks like K will get his tower before the plates fall off. I'm not sure FPX can, LNG can get theirs before the plates fall off. It's going to be close.
Able to
10 seconds, yeah, they've done it.
They have the bomb. They have the bomb. The thing is, when you take that play, Life looking for a big play now. Scout's still on the top side, but they find themselves the TF ult.
Yeah, the Destiny was used, but a great stun there from Hung. Weiwei flashes away from the solar flare, but that is going to be Hung sacrificing his life. Weiwei losing so much damage. The bullet time is melting him. The gold card is huge, and Dogdam secures another kill for his team. FPX, it's the day of the underdogs.
And it's every single TF fault which is starting off these fights. LNG need to be so careful about where ZDZ is entering these plays. He's the one who's pressing the go button, and the whole team is following suit, are accelerating this game further than what LNG would realistically want. Zucker's now going to flank TP to try and even up the odds. Care gets the Valkyrie out, though, and he should maybe be safe now with the flash.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to get onto him. They do jump over the wall. The Swellseek goes a little bit wide here, but they get the kidnap. Care miles away from his team. The all-out was beautiful there from Zucker. Now they're pushing up once again into the middle of everyone. We do see the snooze come in. Weiwei going to get caught. Same for Zucker, and Zucker's burning low. FPX just commanding these fights. Yeah, that was a real fumble there by LNG. I think they thought they had FPX sleeping, but they did not. FPX able to answer out now. Life taking a whole heap of damage. In jumps Gala into the middle of this fight. Actually, they got a whole heap of damage. The bullet time is interrupted by Hung. He does go down, though, to ZDZ. Now Care jumps into the fight. Can't quite finish up Gala, but Weiwei will be in his mark. That's another kill picked up for the side of FPX. Scout gets the buster shot back. Double kill onto ZDZ. Dragon in their pocket. FPX feeling very, very good about that one.
LNG choose this fight again, though. Gala goes forwards, almost gets the assassination, but can't quite manage it. And FPX are just taking this all in their stride. They have the power, they have the confidence to continue these plays and make sure they're calling LNG's bluff. FPX, this is a team which clutched out 2 series recently, which they realistically should have lost 2-0.
Life's Zenith blade there, though they do spot out that Scout's over the wall. I don't think they're going to pull a trigger and try and kill him. I think they're quite happy to use these 6 grubs they picked up earlier to liquefy the towers. Double ADCs with grubs. Towers are not going to live very long.
There for Care. That is disaster for LNG. Scout, this Tristana has been something he's used very powerfully in the past. ZDZ pops the ghost. No one's coming to help him right now.
Yeah, he's got the Destiny as well, so he knows exactly what's going on. Zucker eats a lot of that, and now ZDZ going to pop that Destiny.
Okay.
He definitely saw Hung about, throws the gold card, gets hit by the all-out, and that is the kill for Hung.
What? But, look. Hung has managed to be there at the landing point for the TF in almost all of his ults so far. Realistically coming out to help him, that can kill him that easily. This is a mistake though. What? He had the vision on Hung. He has it right.
He could have gone to
he
tower.
Just goes straight into. He gifts it over to him. He could have gone straight towards that tower. Surely that is either a miscalculation or a misclick. It's one of the two. It's a big mistake all the same.
Yeah, that was a bit of a mistake coming in from ZDZ. He was honestly played outside of that very, very well on the Twisted Fate. So he's just going to Destiny and join up with the rest of his team. But Scout has now chunked the hell out of ZDZ. It's Dragon, sorry. Maybe a little bit harder to pull off. Weiwei in the back of the pit does get himself zoned away. Care going very, very low. And it actually looks like FPX may just have to give this one up. Zucker rejoins into the middle of the fray. Life lands himself a Zenith Blade. Milky Way wants to try and jump in. He comes in with a flash. Doesn't get the secure. That's going to be one onto the Scout. Scout, can he find a little bit more? The bullet time's buying a bit of a zoning tool here, as now we're seeing Life getting caught out by Zucker, but Zucker able to turn it around. The rocket doesn't do the damage to shield.
It'll be about half HP. They don't spot it. FPX, they have the vision control. I think they've just snuck it.
Well, they saw Milky Way, so they assumed he's not in the pit. They didn't realize Care and Decadent are doing it. That's going to be the Baron secure for the side of FPX. Can there be a punish? It looks like the answer to that is no. FPX just steal the Baron from underneath their nose. Really, really nice play by them. Have those 6 grubs as well, so every auto on the tower just chunks it more and more. Down goes the tower in the mid lane. Now, normally with this first Baron, you want to try and take all of the towers outside of the base.
Period of time. Starve out the wards from LNG. Now, they haven't managed to completely do that. Scout managed to get a jump onto Care. This is dangerous now for him.
Oh, Scout flashed the rocket from Care. He dodges both of them. The Buster Shot's huge. Gala secures the kill. Scout dodged both of the rockets. That was so key.
And he then delivered Care with a bow wrapped on top of it into the hands of his teammates. He can recall, he can get himself...
This Dragon up, there's no way Care's going to come up in time. Gold card charged up onto ZDZ. Scout jumps the wall. It looks like they're trying to come for it. The Destiny has been popped. They have all the information they need. Just keeping this Rakan out of the fight with the gold card, but everybody else is just going to launch in. Zucker jumps onto Life. ZDZ with the Ghost is just avoiding and evading as much damage as possible. Gold card use. Scout's going to eat that one as they do secure the kill onto Life. Massive bullet time, but everyone is asleep through it, so they're not going to be able to do... Sorry, Zonya's through it, so not going to be able to do anything. Good rocket coming in, though, from Care. Decadent is Docton caught out, taken down. Gala secures the kill onto him. Massive swell seed, but no damage to follow up. What they've been able to do versus FPX. FPX had such a lead at the beginning of this game, and now it's 2. Zucker jumps in, immediately finds the kill. Dogdam goes down. The solar flare hits everyone. Massive Q coming in from the side of Milky, but it's not going to do too much. They do answer out, though. 1 for 1.
Popping that ultimate, trying to get themselves better position again. There is no front line for LNG. Hung is the best they've got. He's got HP, but he's not the tankiest. Baron's still going down.
Teleport coming in. ZDZ made his way in with that Destiny. Milky Way gets Buster Shot out. Can they find the fight they need? Milky going incredibly low. Scout is just outputting so much damage inside the pit. Caught by the gold card. They're going to get the kill onto him. Hung jumps over the wall. A sliver of health. In comes Dogdam. Bullet time him onto Gala. Will get so much damage down onto him. But Gala ults into his face. Dogdam secures himself the kill. Hung on the run. The solar flare is big, but it's not enough to slow Hung down.
And also Zucker, when he teleported back, was not there to be a front line for the team. He teleported to mid lane, which meant he couldn't protect his carries. FPX, they are now as 5 with a couple of lengthy death timers, so they get themselves an inhibitor, and they get themselves, what, 2 kills in the extended play.
But that Destiny did reveal Weiwei.
But Dragon spawned. Dragon spawns. This could just be the soul for FPX. Hung, no heal, no ultimate as well, so his engage threat is much further down than it could be.
Can he make the steal happen? Big bullet time, massive rocket to follow. Ocean Soul finally in the pocket of FPX.
4-0 on a parent top team at the LPL, but FPX are giving a hell of a game here. FPX, they have themselves that Baron buff to keep walking, or like they have themselves that death ball really to walk in against that Baron buff and make this a negative Baron power play. You flash in, you get the Q, you get your ult, but you sometimes need that Zonius to make sure the sleep comes to fruition, so that one's thing down. It's going to be a problem, and now he doesn't have the Zonius for Zucker flank teleporting. They should be able to get a good fight out of this. FPX, look for the retreat.
Yeah, ZDZ is going to make his way in with the teleport, looking for the perfect gold card opportunity, but actually it's LNG who end up losing. The solar flare lands in onto Zucker, and Zucker goes down. Care secures the kill. FPX is just pinging mid. They might try and run down. They don't have a wave, though, so it's going to be very hard for them to really do much of anything here.
They're 3 AD carries across the map. LNG, they have been a little bit blindsided here by FPX. They're losing another turret in LNG. They don't have another flank teleport to bring to bear. Zucker has really struggled in this game. 1-5 on the Cassante. Did well in the individual matchup, but the bigger fights, FPX have just CC'd him into the grey screen. Going to take themselves a second inhibitor.
Yeah, that inhib is nice and easy. I said their top lane management has been a little bit lackluster. FPX do have marginal vision control, but it's very spread across the board here. Is now Zucker forced to flash as the fight starts. Gold card on ZDZ, does catch it onto Weiwei. They're just turning onto Zucker to get some damage down. Solar Flare does hit him. Uses that W just to spread away, disappear off. Weiwei, can he find the steal? That is going to be the big one. Comes in with the smite. Comes in, doesn't get the steal. That's picked up there by the side of Milky Way. Bullet time did connect as well. Jungler down. Baron in pocket for FPX. In his pocket, ready to go. Life forced to flash. Does have that Ocean Drake, remember, though, so will heal up nicely. ZDZ teleports over the wall to join up with his team, and Zucker is losing so much HP here. Scout's trying to put some damage out, but doesn't quite make the connection happen. Hung jumps over the wall, gets some vision for his team in that pit as Weiwei hit by the Swirl Seed. Dragon half HP as it goes in for a light reset. Bullet time goes a little bit wide. Doesn't really hit its mark. They do get the sleep off the multiple people. Zucker now with the all-out is going to separate them away. Weiwei's low HP. That's going to be the Elder in the pocket of FPX. Life is just doing his work. Care over the wall. Should be able to finish these players up, although he's busted a shot back. Gola goes down. He falls with him. FPX. Get the Elder. Get the Baron. I mean, they've got everything they need to close this game out.
FPX reached their late game comfort zone. They've done it so many times recently, and not even LNG at 4-0 in series are immune to the late game prowess of FunPlus Phoenix, Milky Way and crew, taking the first Nexus of this series versus the team that just beat Top Esports and BLG.
Not before polishing off those KDAs. A couple of extra kills given over. Weiwei is Nidalee, unfortunately, a little underwhelming in this game one, as FPX go 1-up in the series. I just worry they're very squishy on FPX, and eventually a single true shot barrage, if they're caught in a chokehold, will just force them away from a fight. They're going to get poked out too low.
Not going to as easily happen at all. That bot lane already going much worse for them than they would have liked. They are going to get towards level 6 at some point in the next
they
few
didn't
minutes.
see Milky Way.
Weiwei is alone.
They're going to spot him out. Care's in the area as well. Get a little bit of poke off onto Weiwei. That brand passive going. Weiwei actually eating so much damage just passively from the brand in the pit. Does look like LNG, though, had the man advantage, so they're going to be able to start with these 3 grubs in their pocket. This time FPX not going to be the ones picking those up, as actually we do see the all-in here from Zucker. ZDZ gets himself gold carded, but just eats so much damage on the way out. They do a bit of work here. Milky Way doesn't have 6, most crucially. Going to be sitting quite happy here with that fleet footwork. Heals back up and just catches this wave. No real contest because of Weiwei's rotation over. And now Zucker has that rage bar filled up, and Hung is in the area, potentially looking for a gank angle onto ZDZ, who is flashless right now. They are going to see him out. He has to get this gold card beautifully onto Hung, but gets caught by everything. He's just trying to make the run away, but this time, no Milky Way, no backup. That is going to be an easy pickup here for Zucker. He's just making sure he picks that kill up. Ash Arrow goes a little bit wide. And yeah, really, really nicely played there by Hung, just being all over the map.
I mean, that is just cruel timing. Milky Way completes his recall just before that. Scout jumping forwards, has ult, but Care turning it back.
Oh no, he's in real danger here. The Valkyrie forward. Care secures the kill.
Scout fires his ult in the wrong direction, and Care gets the solo kill in mid lane.
You can definitely see more potential with it.
Well, he's given up a kill now. It's not even. He's given over the steel caps. I'm just saying.
True.
If you don't jump over the Foss bomb, it's not good. That's the reason that the Lucian's picked into it. You want to be using that dash as they jump forwards, trying to dodge out in a skill shot and kill them.
Oh, they know Weiwei's there. They hit the wrong person, but the cow has been caught. Hung, gold carded, locked down, and he will be gifted to Dogdam. Dogdam secures that kill nice and beautifully, and grub number 2 going to go over to FPX, as they all do eat a true shot barrage, so maybe a little bit of damage is coming in. I mean, Weiwei just wants to get the 1, and he gets the summons.
I think that maybe LNG could have fought this. They got themselves a lot of good damage through Weiwei's Stranglethorns and Gala's ultimate there. They're choosing not to. So it's going to be the full grubs going over. Smite now available for Milky Way, so he's going to be completely fine taking that one and evening it up. I'm surprised that LNG didn't look to contest for that one.
Not enough for it to be really dangerous. Milky Way is just going to start up the Rift Herald, the side of FPX, and that Pyroclasm is back and available to them. Gala making his way over. This is going to be a potential fight here for this Herald, although I think they're a little bit too slow to the play. FPX able to pick that one up for free. Remember, Dam still has his ultimate up and available as ZDZ. There's a Gnar in that corner, and he is going to have to pop the Ghost just to break away.
That's the rest of the map. This is ZDZ's third team in a year. He played on Weibo, then RNG, and now he's over on FPX. So him slotting into this roster, he really has been the gun for hire in the LPL. Probably not what he wants out of this year. Prefers some stability. He's looking for stability in this series too. He's had some great moments, but he has had these moments too, which he's not really been able to stand up in the 1v1.
Well, they actually did catch the Stranglethorns onto Care. Care is able to dash away though. W comes out from the side of Milky Way just to clear that one off. On its own, not particularly the most valuable, but, you know, a little bit more movement speed always helps. I've actually always been an advocate for Cloud Dragon ever since it first came out.
Yeah, just the basic one?
Yeah, in the original form, I've always loved it. But actually eats more himself. The tower stands most crucially, but I'm just going to clear out some of this vision. Put the Hawk up. See where LNG are. It's FPX. Trying to move in, but it's very hard to move in on that
Him scout.
Dragon right now. But yeah, teleport coming in. Everybody's joining in. ZDZ's 2 chunks. I think this is a fight for FPX don't want, and they definitely don't. Stranglethorns go down. Life fails as well as he's taken out. Do you see a gold card onto Zucker just to zone him off? The tower should crumble here in the mid lane, so at least FPX answer out with something.
Plays, and that's why you're going to have to see a lot of respect paid by ZDZ, which is a problem, because FPX would like to get pressure through those side lanes with the lead. Oh. That's a good flash from Dam. Is it enough?
Yeah, well, I mean, Hung's losing a lot of HP here to the Ashe. That's an easy kill. He's in danger, though. They come in and save the day. They use the Destiny to keep the pressure up onto Gala. Gala's caught by the gold card. That's going to be ZDZ getting his redemption arc. He Destinies forwards, decides not to go any further.
This flash is really, really good. And that's when Hung realizes he's really messed up. He doesn't have the kill combo from the rest of his team. Gala tries to turn the damage around and at least make it a 1-for-1. Doesn't work. Care dies in the side lane. And that's a sad situation.
You gotta take care when you're in the side lanes. Is the meta. I would immediately go, oh, so things like Nidalee, Elise. I wouldn't go Zyra Brand. Like, the meta is so bizarre for this at the moment. Now, Care doing a whole heap of damage to Hung, chunking him out, but I do think it's still too dangerous for FPX to full commit to this Baron. They agree, and they do just back off. Now, it's going to be a Chemtech soul, so speaking of rough souls, not particularly the best, although a bit of tenacity won't go amiss versus all of this.
Yeah, that will help, and this is why FPX saying, look, Dragon's up, let's not give that for free. They just keep going back to the Baron. They don't want LNG to split open the map. They are low HP. Way would have to flash in. This is getting quite low from FPX. Good arrow!
Oh, there it is. The Baron secured. FPX now getting jumped onto. There's the headbutt pole onto 2. Milky Way flashes out. Can he get the ult off? He does a whole heap of damage. The rest of the team now limping away. Care has flashed. No mana to Valkyrie, but he should be able to break away from this one, as we do see ZDZ getting jumped on underneath the tower. Does he have flash? Yes, he does. Ghost used as well. Looks like for now, they are just getting some level of control around the area. Ashe Arrow now back up unavailable. Pyroclasm also available. Waiting on that Glacial Fissure, which will probably be the next big team fight tool as they immediately open up onto Care. Great block. Care has to flash away just to not get caught out. We do see Zucker losing a lot of HP to Milky Way's full combo. And yeah, he's chunked. Gold card hit Zucker as well. Burns a lot. He's just gonzo. Pop goes the Weasel. Down he goes.
Oh, that's a very dead Gnar. Zucker getting zones completely soloed out, and suddenly FX with the remaining Barrow buffs, with only the 3 grubs, they're going to be more than enough. That's suddenly a pick into an inhibitor and LNG. What do they get from this? They get a dragon. It's a second dragon. That's not worth it. FPX, normally we say around about the 30 to 35 minutes mark. That's when they really start locking in. They have all the items they need. They understand how the team comps work out. We saw this all the way through Spring, where they took big backdoor victories through some intricate late game play to really leave their mark on that Spring split. And suddenly in summer as well, that facet of their gameplay has come back out to play again. FPX, I'm getting a little bit worried for LNG because feels like it's getting towards that late game again. Zucker gets hit by the arrow. No, he doesn't get hit by the arrow. Dodges out on that. But so why does he stay around? You already dodged the arrow, but that doesn't mean the threat's gone. Great combo coming out from Milky Way to get the passive onto him at least, even if the stun doesn't fully connect, and he just overstays. There's no one there to help him. It opens up this mid lane push. You are not going to be able to protect that mid lane anyway. All you're doing is spectating your towers falling. Why are you stood there? And that's the CDZ. TF ultimate pulled out. Is there going to be a fight? I think so.
Looks like they are just going to try and push forward. Baron has one out. This tower is still standing, so ultimately they did get the mid lane inhibitor, which will give them a constant source of pressure, but it does look like Scout was trying to jump forward. Care gets caught out by everything, and Zucker comes in on the flank. He's about to get Mega. FPX just kind of fumbled that one.
Though, I guess they were probably losing this tower all the same because LNG have so many members up on the map, but yeah, FPX not going to be able to defend this turret, so that's going to be some more gold going over to LNG, who, as we said, they are not behind in this game, like they, as, yeah. Wei, he's been having so much of an impact in this game. He still has his flash. He's not into a Leona this time, which was what we saw earlier in the day, just really making Zara's life hell. Every time the solar flare is up, you're flashing or you are dying.
But that is going to be it off the back of that one. Dragon spawns up in 30 seconds, so plenty of time to find an opening as Wei, he gets himself caught by the Pyroclasm. They throw everything down onto him. Milky Way's going to try and press forward. The True Shot Barrage hits onto Milky Way. Hung gets himself into the middle of everyone. Dogdam has to flash over the wall to break away from Zucker. In comes ZDZ with the gold card to lock Zucker in place. Steric's burnt, Gnar evolved. FPX force LNG away. They do heal up somewhat with the Honey Fruits as Gala's trying to find the damage onto ZDZ. FPX are going to start Baron up once again. Wei, can he make the miracle happen? No blast cone, no flash to clear that wall. It's going to be a dangerous push in for him as Gala jumps in forward. Hung comes in, catches onto one with the headbutt. ZDZ comes in onto the flank. Zucker, no Gnar to speak of, but that doesn't matter because the brand goes down. ZDZ kills Zucker in response, but it's a 2-for-1 in favor of LNG. ZDZ gets caught by the pole. Life is trying to keep his mid lane alive, and somehow they get away, but LNG, they might just move to Baron now.
I think they can do. They do have the Zyra. That is just your free Baron card. And LNG find themselves the late game fight, which they've been struggling to do so against FPX in this series. FPX, they overstayed. They are looking for a contest. They don't have their Ashe. They only have their Corki in terms of damage. This will just be some Safari League of Legends watching the local wildlife. FPX this time, earlier in the game, LNG took a second dragon, but it was at the cost of the mid lane inhibitor. That felt bad. Now FPX find themselves in the mirror of that situation, giving up that Baron, giving up potentially what could be a game-changing objective.
Find that as Scout just going to do some work to this tower here. Should be able to cut this down very quickly on the Lucian as Zucker, Steric's burnt to get himself the chase in. Are they going to find that gold card? ZDZ is able to connect it. Zucker goes down. FPX take Baron off one, but Scout, he's just cracking open the base. No one's there to stop it because the rest of his team are getting run down, but the Pyroclasm is doing so much work. Hung finds himself caught out by Dekdam as he's just trying to put a little bit of damage into him. Dekdam can't finish anything else up. Scout's moved over. Mid lane inhib goes down. Brand falls. FPX starting to lose their grip on this game.
Yeah, LNG have a jungler this time. They don't have a Nidalee that's done nothing in the game. Wei consistently getting damage onto important targets in all of the important moments. So many of these... okay, he's spotted now. That could be a bit of an issue. Yeah, he's been spotted. He doesn't know that he's been spotted either. They know he's in the alcove. He's going to die.
And he's caught. There it is. The end of days delivered into the team. Gold card comes in, but that pink ward... There's never a pink ward there. Why would you expect a pink ward at 33 minutes to be in that push? But it was.
TF has been nerfed in the AD variety to an extent, which means that particularly against Lucian in a straight 1v1, it is not easy. Dockdown flashes.
He does it again. A beautiful flash, but Wei comes in with the Strangle Thorns. They're trying to keep him alive. The flank teleport from Zucker, though, should just shut him down. Milky Way gets some damage off onto Zucker. Pyroclasm is going to tear through LNG. Care's doing a lot of work here as they're all going low. Care's able to get himself the damage, but the passive damage from Milky Way has saved the day. What a play by Milky. is absolutely liquefying health bars left, right, and center. Care's chasing forwards. Scout has to jump over the wall to safety. He continues to be chased by Care. I don't know how they did that, but Brand is such an OP champ.
Oh, Milky Way's like Daenerys and King's Landing, burn it all! The passive gets so much work. It's another game where Brand just tears apart the team fights at LNG, despite being in control, despite having the reins in this game, might have just lost 0-2 to FunPlus Phoenix.
And they're not done. They're going for a little bit more damage onto Scout. He is caught. He is cooked. Down he goes. The Nexus falls.
What?
FPX 2-0 LNG.